Have you ever dealt with a salesman that just wasn't really cut out for the job? Maybe he couldn't master the sales pitch?
Our new brake pads are really cool. You're not even gonna believe it. Like, let's say you're driving along the road with your family, and you're driving along, la-li-la, woo, and then all of a sudden there's a truck tire in the middle of the road, and you hit the brakes. Whoa, that was close.
And maybe the product he was selling just wasn't that great.
Here's a tree. This here is a tree.
That's a little skimpy in the front there.
Well, you just put it in the corner. Haven't you got a big tree?
Well, for the last 5 years, this is what the Democrats have been doing, trying to sell us phony products that nobody wants. They pushed CRT in our schools, and parents said, yeah, not happening. They wanted us to drive electric, and Americans said, thanks, but we'll pass. They even tried to sell us on the idea that wearing a mask will save your life. But you see, this was just the beginning. The Democrats know they can't convince us, so now they're just going to try to control us. And it's happening in every aspect of our lives. Listen to this. Doctors in California can't even give out medical advice without government approval. A new state law makes it illegal for a physician to give their independent opinion about COVID to their own patients, if that opinion is contradicted by contemporary scientific consensus. And what does that mean? Well, it's pretty vague, but the state's medical board will decide what the scientific consensus is. Who's on the medical board? Half the members aren't even physicians. They're mostly leftists appointed by Gavin Newsom. It doesn't matter that scientific consensus has been dangerously wrong in the field of medicine for centuries. Democrat political appointees who've never gone to medical school will be able to come between you and your doctor. Liberals are always talking about my body, my choice, but now there's going to be a commission telling them they don't have a choice. And if you think this is going to stop with COVID, you're wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if this medical commission started overruling doctors on a variety of issues. California basically just made it illegal to get a second opinion. And that's the strategy. You don't have a choice. And you don't have a relationship with your doctor anymore. You have a relationship with the government. This divide and conquer strategy has been playing out for years. Just look at the battle over race. The left wants us to believe that everyone and everything is racist. They want blacks to hate whites, they want whites to feel guilty, and they want everybody to be angry. But you see, the race rage is manufactured. It's just something the Democrats and the media want us to think is real. But in reality, this isn't a problem. They want to make this a problem so they can solve it. And if you know anything about Democrat solutions, you know they only make problems worse. Tampa Bay Buccaneers head coach Todd Bowles put it perfectly. He's one of the black head coaches in the NFL, and the media asked him about his relationship with one of the other black coaches, Mike Tomlin, which is a kind of weird question to ask any guy.
You and Mike Tomlin are two of the few black head coaches in the league. I wonder what your relationship is like with them.
I don't think it's a big deal as far as us being coaching against each other. I think it's normal. Wilkes got an opportunity to do a good job. Hopefully he does it. And we coach ball. We don't look at color.
Also understand that representation matters too, right? And that when young aspiring coaches or even football players, they see you guys, they see someone that looks like them, maybe grew up like them, that has to mean something.
Well, when you say you see you guys and look like them and grow up like them, means that we're oddballs to begin with. And I think the minute you guys stop making a big deal about it, everybody else will as well.
You hear that, you guys? You guys are making a big deal out of it? The media. And did you hear the question she asked him? You also understand that representation matters to you, right? Like she's telling this successful black NFL head coach that he needs to see color. You're black. You must think like the liberals do. He says, no, I'm just trying to win football games. And I'm no different than white coaches. We all grew up in America and we're all trying to win games. Why are you trying to make us sound so different? Sports is one of the places where race matters the least. It's all about what you do on the field. Again, this is all about control. If the left removes merit from the equation, then everything becomes a politically correct human resources exercise, an exercise they can dominate through anger, through guilt and fear, by making the races feel separate and unequal. But when you look at what's happening in this country, nothing is scarier than what's unfolding in the schools. They want to separate kids from their parents. And they're doing that through indoctrination starting as young as 6. Just this week, a crazy Democrat in Virginia said she wants to charge parents with child abuse if they don't affirm their kid's gender identity. So basically, if 9-year-old Jack goes through a phase, tells his teacher, "Miss Dugan, I'm a girl," and Mrs. Dugan says, "You can be whatever you want to be, Jack. If you want to be a girl, that's fine." And Jack goes home and tells his parents, says, "Mommy, Daddy, I'm a girl now." Mrs. Dugan said, "I could be a girl if I want to, and I want to be Jill. Jill's my name now." And then the parent calls Miss Dugan and says, "What the heck is going on? Did you say my son Jack is now Jill?" Now, Miss Dugan can come back and say, "You're not affirming your own child's gender identity. Jack is Jill, and I'm calling 911. Could you imagine police showing up to the parents' house and putting them in handcuffs for child abuse for something like this? Well, Elizabeth Guzman wants that. She's a member of the Virginia House of Delegates, and she's drafting a bill to be voted on next session to make it a crime if parents don't acknowledge when their son or daughter changes their gender. What's happening in schools is that teachers are encouraging boys to become girls and girls to become boys. And teachers are calling your son or daughter by a different pronoun, and they're hiding it from the parents. Now, Governor Glenn Youngkin is fighting against this kind of stuff in Virginia. He introduced new school guidelines that prevent teachers from keeping this information from parents. But Guzman didn't like that, and her response was to silence parents. Why? Because she wants LGBTQ kids to know that they're loved. Now, I don't know about you. What's happening here doesn't sound like love. It sounds like these teachers should mind their own business. Here's a father of 2 girls who travels the country to protest this so-called love, and he raises this point.
Our kids are being led to believe that they're born in the wrong body. They're being taught in their schools that they're born in the wrong body. What does that mean? Can any of you tell me? I know you can't, because I've asked this question thousands of times, and no one can answer it, because it doesn't mean anything. What it is an abusive statement. Imagine telling a child that they're born in the wrong body and calling that love and affirmation, and then telling them that the way to find their true self is to block puberty, go on the other sex's hormones, and cut off their breasts.
He's right. Are these people teaching kids to love themselves, or are they teaching them to change themselves? Parents across the nation are fed up. And no, it's not just the conservative white dads who are speaking out, even though that's what the media wants you to think. It's all parents.
Where's the math? Where is the reading? Where is the history? Where are the strong values?
We want kids to have access to these books. It's nice and simple.
That was video from a school board meeting in Dearborn, Michigan. These parents don't want their kids reading books about transsexuals. This is a Muslim community. This community feels the exact same way about this stuff than Black, white, and Hispanic communities feel. And it's not just what's being taught in the classroom, it's also what's happening in the classroom. And maybe those two things are connected. A mom in California was forced to confront her daughter's school board after she was exposed to another boy being inappropriate during class.
On May 17th, my 7th grade daughter, along with every other classmate, watched a boy in her class masturbate. I only know this because my daughter told me in the car when I picked her up, saying her friends said they were disturbed, traumatized, and scared. It does not take an expert to figure out what happens to a 13-year-old boy when he's staring at mostly naked girls wearing underwear to school and being exposed to concepts like oral and anal sex in 7th grade.
It's pretty disgusting. And how did the superintendent handle it? Watch this.
When we talk about masturbation, could be rubbing of their jeans with their hand outside of their pants. Doesn't necessarily need to be inside. As someone who's been an elementary and middle school principal, I would say that at least once a year this comes up from both males and females within a school setting. And so I don't think that this is anything outside the norm that would take place.
You hear that? Totally normal for students to masturbate in class. No big deal. It's also totally normal for a biological boy to spike a volleyball into a girl's face during a high school girls' volleyball game. This girl reportedly suffered head and neck injuries because this guy jumped 10 feet in the air, all muscle, and spiked the ball 600 miles an hour into her head. The guy looks like he should be on the U.S. men's Olympic volleyball team, but he's spiking balls into your poor little girl's face. What do they call this? They call that inclusion. The rest of the country calls that insanity. This is what happens when boys become girls and they play in girls' sports. Wait till Jack becomes Jill, goes out for your daughter's softball team, and crushes a line drive into her skull. This radical gender movement's hurting kids mentally, emotionally, academically, and now physically. And if a parent says anything about that, they're a bigot. The government has allowed this. In fact, the government is pushing this. The government is a stronghold on our kids, and it's time for us to take this power back.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.